Okay.
So a
Not if you ask Tucker Carlson, though. Tucker Carlson's here to glaze up Vladimir Putin. He's done enough. Tucker Carlson literally executes Navalny, then turns his ass around and starts making fucking vlogs in Russia. What a fall off this guy has had.
long-standing feature, maybe the longest-standing feature of Cold War propaganda in the West was the Soviet grocery store. No products, no choices, shoddily made things. And it wasn't actually propaganda, it was real. And you can look up the pictures on the internet if you want. So we thought it would be interesting to take a look at a contemporary, modern day, 2024 Russian grocery store 2 years into sanctions. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Dude, here's a fucking YouTuber you can assassinate. Like, what do you mean? Putin's out here worried about Navalny. How about you fucking clear this up a little bit, you know? This guy. He's right there.
So I guess you put in 10 rubles here and you get it back when you put the cart back.
I'm actually genuinely shocked that he had not seen this ever in his life. Like, the idea that this is like a new phenomena for him is so wild. Like, what the fuck?
So it's free, but there's an incentive to return it and not just bring it to your homeless encampment. Okay, this is the grocery cart escalator. This is designed, I'm figuring this out now, where the wheels don't move, they lock on the grocery cart escalator. Look, Ma, no hands. Retail placement here is a little bit different. So it's like walking through Macy's to get to Whole Foods. Okay, we've gotten through the perfume section to get to the grocery store. So we're gonna try and buy what a family of four would buy every week, and we're gonna see what the selection is, and we're gonna see what it costs.
I feel like it seems like he's so sheltered, like he's never been to a grocery store before. Am I crazy? Or does it unironically seem like my man has never been inside of a grocery store before? Like, it's crazy. They got groceries in the store.
Now, Russia is famous for its bread, which is one thing I can assess pretty well. The low-carb lifestyle has not swept Russia. Thank heaven, because I mean, look at that. It's fresh, too. Look at that.
Famously, American stores don't have what this is, what we're looking at here. It's called bread. It's because the homosexual Marxists have made it illegal to consume bread products.
That. Oh, come on. Unicorn and mini mills. All right. Some kind of Russian wheat cookies. Ooh, we need coffee, don't we? Yeah. I don't know if this is sugar or flour, to be honest with you, but it looks like a staple, so we should get it. It's a very good looking package. It's got to be flour, right? And this is Russian wine. It's from Crimea, which not only has the warm water naval base, but also is the source of most of the grapes in this part of Russia for wine. So it's apparently pretty good. Cheese puffs. You check out of a grocery store and you've got gum, razor blades, and candy. Actually, they hide the razor blades because we steal them. But these are all seem to be Western products. Mars, Twix, Snickers, Milky Way, Bounty, Gillette, Hall's Cough Drops, Mentos. Looks pretty non-sanctioned to me, but what do I know?
Damn, bro, he's snitching. Yo, chill. Chill, dog. Why are you snitching on the fucking poor Russian motherfuckers that want to have a Snickers bar sometimes? Like, goddamn, dude. This man out here dry snitching, dude. CIA man never changes. Yo, seriously, bro. Let the fucking dudes. It ain't their fault. They didn't fucking invade Russia. Vladimir Putin did, you know? Let the fucking Russians stay at home, eat Snickers every now and then.
I went from amused to legitimately angry. So we were guessing what this would cost.
Invade Ukraine, obviously.
Everybody hears from the United States buys groceries,
chill out.
and we didn't pay any attention to costs as we were just putting in the cart what we would actually eat over a week. And we all came in around $400, about $400. It was $104 US here. And that's when you start to realize that ideology maybe doesn't matter as much as you thought.
Bro, what are you saying? That's so crazy that he just, dude, are you fucking on crack? Did you just point to Russian grocery prices as a good thing that we must have in America? This motherfucker, I don't want to be like I don't want to be like one of those guys on Twitter that you hear all the time, or like, actually, what you are describing is deflation. Okay? But it's so weird. Like, do you know what the wages look like in Russia, my boy? What the fuck are you saying? Bro, he's literally like those lifestyle influencers that go to Bali, right? And they're like, hey guys, here's what I do as a work from home Instagram model. I moved to Bali. And for $100, I live in a chateau with slaves. And it's like, yeah, no shit, dog. It's a much poorer country. The fuck do you mean? Moscow average wage is apparently 125,000 ruble. If what he bought is a week of groceries, spending 1/3 of his wage on groceries.
Corruption. If you take people's standard of living and you tank it through filth and crime and inflation, and they literally can't buy the groceries they want, at that point, maybe it matters less what you say or whether you're a good person or a bad person. You're wrecking people.
The average monthly salary in Russia is like $750 or so. 4 weeks of this will be over $400, barely affordable with other monthly costs.
Lives in their country, and that's what our leaders have done to us. And coming to a Russian grocery store, the heart of evil, and seeing what things cost and how people live, it will radicalize you against our leaders. That's how I feel anyway.
Dude, what is happening? That's so weird. Isn't he supposed to be like pro-America? I'm actually kind of confused by this. Like, his Metro video is much better. Oh, he did a Metro video? Like, I genuinely don't understand what he's doing. Like, what? Is there a market for this in America? Are people in America like, yeah, we love Russia that much? Like, what? Is this treason? least insane liberal. No, it's not treason, brother. I mean, it should. This is not. And I don't think that like he's doing what people claim you're doing. Like, I think that it is interesting. I think that it's interesting. Like, I would love to go to Russia and see how people are living and shit. But overall, it's like very odd that he's like, look at how great things are. Dude, there's nothing funnier. I swear to God, there's nothing funnier than looking at Russia, like modern day Russia, as a place that has no crime and no drugs. And that you can like, where things are very stable. Like, what the fuck? Diehard MAGA guys sometimes like Putin because he has Trump aesthetics. Yeah, dude, by the way, everything he's doing in Russia, he could do in China, for the record.
The ways you understand a society is through its infrastructure, the places where people gather, the places where they go to travel. If you've got a lot of people in one place, it tells you a lot about the people. So with that in mind, we're standing in front of the Kievskaya metro station, and there's a train station next to it. Now, the metro station was built by Joseph Stalin 70 years ago. And the question is, how's it doing now, after 70 years? So we went into it to take a look, and what we found shocked us. Now, that's not an endorsement of Stalin, who was bad, obviously, nor is it an endorsement of the current president, Vladimir Putin. You may not like him either. But it doesn't change the reality.
What is this music? What is this music that he's playing? He's just walking into the metro station. Like what? Why is it like he's doing like a secret covert mission? Like, motherfuckers out here acting like he's Sam Fisher or some shit for walking into the metro? What?
Of what we saw, or more precisely, didn't see. There's no graffiti, there's no filth, there are no foul smells, there are no bums or drug addicts or rapists or people waiting to push you onto the train tracks and kill you. No.
That's cute though. That's like a cute little mouse. That's a cute ass rat, dude. Let the rat eat his fucking churros, man. Chill.
It's perfectly clean and orderly. And how do you explain that? We're not even going to guess. That's not our job. We're only going to ask the question. And if your response is to shout at us slogans dumber than the slogans we used to call Soviet and mock, that's not really an answer.
There's nothing I despise more than a fucking libertarian, reactionary piece of shit going to a country with like good foundations as far as like public transit goes, directly as a consequence of the USSR, mind you, and then simultaneously coming back to America and continuing his endless endeavors against public transit. It's like, you're such a fucking bad person, dude. You're a piece of shit. He's literally doing what Stalin intended with the metro broadcast, Moscow Rod, wealth and infrastructure to show Russia strong, Lamau. Like, how are you gonna fucking say that like public transit is gross and disgusting in America, and not, by the way, also simultaneously talking about like how there's no crime or homeless people in Russia is also, once again, I have to repeat this. There is definitely crime and homelessness in Russia. What the fuck is he saying? I don't, anyway.
How does Russia, a country we're told is a gas station with nuclear weapons, have a subway station that normal people use to get to work and home every single day that's nicer than anything in our country? We're not going to speculate. We're just going to raise the question and wait for someone in charge to give us an answer. What is the answer? So we'll stop the lecture and let you take a look for yourself at what the Kievskaya metro station in Moscow, Russia looks like today, February 2024, in the middle of a war. Here it is.
This is beautiful. I'm so mad at him. I'm so mad at, he is not worthy. He is not worthy of gracing like one of the most incredible achievements of the USSR. You fucking piece of shit. You reactionary monster. You don't get to fucking glorify the phenomenal. You don't get to glorify the phenomenal achievements while simultaneously shitting on fucking America doing anything of the sort. Gross. Disgusting. I'm dying. He's literally showing, oh my God, he's showing fucking USSR mosaic propaganda. It's crazy. It's like this is what is happening right now. This is a video I would make. I would make this video with like the correct lessons to be learned from this, which is that we should fund the arts. We should fund public transit. It's making me so mad. Like, does he? I mean, he openly admitted, I accidentally ordered 4 blue margaritas on Hollywood Boulevard. Please come save me, Mr. Hassan. Only God can save you guys now. You're cooked. Imagine how bad he'd lose his shit if the U.S. government funded something like this in a major U.S. City. Yeah. Also, here's another fun fact. Okay. A lot of the Soviet propaganda also featured like, because the USSR was massive and had so many different ethnicities, even though there was Russification initiatives, like if America made the equivalent of this kind of propaganda poster and put it inside of a metro, Tucker Carlson would literally talk about it for 8 fucking episodes, being like, why are they putting gay people on propaganda posters? Why is there a black person in the propaganda poster? What's going on? Why is America so woke now? Why is it that the only thing we care about is wokeness in this country? Does this piece of art need to exist inside of a metro station? Do we have to constantly be reminded of the fact that there are black people in the country living alongside us? You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you can't, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? This is literally DEI woke shit that the USSR was doing. It's so dumb. It's like a lot of Soviet art and a lot of Soviet propaganda was like this. Now, of course, he's also showing Russia's nicest metro stations that they've compared to photos of our own worst ones. It's such fake rage bait bullshit. Oh. This passes Tucker's Bechdel test because the black guy's in the background. Yeah, I think that's why. It's fine. At least they put the black guy in the background and not in the foreground, even though there are plenty of posters from the USSR era with black people in the foreground as well, or in the front. I'm in awe of this guy being like, look at the incredible metro station that was built in Soviet Russia, okay, in the USSR. But don't make any inferences to anything beyond that. By the way, they put in the middle Ukrainian guy in Vyshyvanka. It's just annoying. It's annoying to me because, like, modern Russia didn't build this. Capitalist Russia did not build this. Capitalist Russia, as a matter of fact, barely sustains it, okay? That shit sucks. It makes me mad. It makes me so mad. Also, maybe it's not a surprise to many of you in here, but like the Ukrainian Kiev metro station also looks like this. I wonder why. Once again, it's literally the skeletons of. It's like how FDR and his New Deal built a pretty solid foundation for American society to thrive off of that we still benefit from to this fucking day. Like a little bit of central planning goes such a long goddamn way, dude. And to be fair, we haven't ever stopped central planning. We just changed who we care about in said central planning. I stand by my assertion that neglected public infrastructure in the U.S. self-selects as users compared to LA Transit, almost exclusively used by people who either can't afford cars or make a conscious decision to choose transit, versus San Francisco Transit, where people of all walks of life choose to take the transit because it's generally well-funded and efficient, and it shows. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Will this radicalize hogs into believing that public transit could be good? Maybe. I don't think so. Probably not. Yeah, BART is only great compared to other transit systems in the U.S. Yes, Megaphonics said San Francisco public transit is good in comparison to Los Angeles public transit, which is 100% correct. That's the saddest part about the story is that, oh, by the way, yeah, here it is. Here's a station in the Kiev metro system that serves Kiev, the capital city of Ukraine. The station was opened as a part of the first segment of the Siretsko-Pecherska line on the 31st of December 1989. It serves as a transfer station. The original design plans for the station call for a clean utilitarian structure typical of metro stations of that period. Anyway, it's very, very frustrating. Tucker YouTube videos are going to be a content goldmine, I think. I mean, he should just stay in Russia and keep pumping these bad boys out, I think.
The following...
I can't believe this got 1 million views in like 2 days, too. For the last week straight, all the ads I got on Twitter are fucking Liver King. What are the comments saying? I'm Italian. Every time I return a trip from Russia, I try to explain to my friends how much order there is in the city. There are many attractions and impressive buildings, and the people are peaceful. Okay. I guess one of the biggest problems here in America is that even our big cities that are supposed to be like, even our big cities that are very obviously massively wealthy have a shit ton of economic insecurity and income and wealth inequality that shows in the form of like homelessness everywhere. Okay, that's the major problem. Whereas like if you go to any tier 1 Chinese city, you will get this times 1,000. Obviously, a major difference there between a Chinese tier 1 city versus like the Chinese countryside, right? And a similar issue exists. A similar issue persists in Russia as well, and in many places, except in America, we don't even have like good propaganda areas that we could show as like a positive, if that makes sense. Hinkle has Putin and Xi connections? No, he doesn't. Shut
the fuck up. I must say, I feel good in this weather. I ordered I'm embarrassed. I ordered a cheeseburger, I ordered 2 cheeseburgers, large Coke, large fries, and a chocolate cake. We're back in the van. We've just come back from the Ersatz Moscow McDonald's. Tasty, that's it. And first the price, okay?
I'm losing my mind with him constantly comparing the prices in Russia to American prices. That's so funny.
I'll admit, I have not been to a fast food place in quite some time, trying to preserve my girlish.
Tucker Carlson doesn't understand how like currency exchange rates work. Tucker Carlson doesn't understand how like in other countries things are, especially food, is like going to be a lot cheaper. Obviously, wages are going to compare to the price of the food. I don't know. I don't know how to describe this to someone. Like,
also doesn't make me feel good, and I'm 54, so you probably shouldn't be eating that crap. But so I'm not exactly current on the prices, but here's what it cost in Moscow: 647 rubles. So that is exactly $7.05, I think. And for that, we got 2 cheeseburgers, large fries, large cola, Coke knockoff, and a piece of chocolate cake. Just couldn't resist. Is that healthy? No. I should say Putin banned GMO foods in Russia 4 years ago, which is interesting. I didn't ask about that. I probably should have. But so maybe we're in a little better shape. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's what we have for that. Let's first go to the fries. McDonald's most famous product, the fries. All right. These are tasty, that's it, Siberian-owned Russian fries. Everybody knows what a McDonald's French fry tastes like, so it's not going to be hard to assess. Well, that's excellent. Totally the same. We just walked all the way a block in the snow back to the truck with these things, and they're still good. Okay.
yeah, what matters is obviously the purchasing power parity in this situation. But they banned Go imports, and they certainly still get imported. GMO produced in Russia is 100% fine. Americans genetically programmed to do car seat vlogs. That's so funny. Yeah, he has to do it in the car. It's just, he is an American after all.
Okay. Fries are a winner. Now, I got recognizable foods. Like every American has had a McDonald's cheeseburger. Okay? That's a Siberian cheeseburger in the husk of a McDonald's outlet. All right? Now, as in America, I'm not going to open it up to see what's inside because, like, you don't really want to know. I'm just going to eat it. All right? Ready? Oh. Excellent.
This is so disrespectful. He's just spitting on the face of an American institution, okay? This is the most un-American thing he's done. He could have fucking taken out Vladipoo's cock and just sucked it on camera, and it would not be as treasonous as him biting into a fucking Russian burger and being like, wow, phenomenal. Better than what you get in America. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is disrespectful. This is so disrespectful. I'm getting patriotic, okay? He's negatively polarizing me to be patriotic for America right now. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Exactly the same. My first thought is I should be not eating this shit. But I like it, and I think they have those little chopped onions like they do in the United States. All right, I'm going to finish that off camera because it's disgusting to watch a man eat. But before I stop, I'm going to go right to dessert. I'm not going to eat it. I'm just going to show you what Tasty That's It serves in Moscow.
I love the name, though. The name is sick. Tasty That's It.
Piece of chocolate cake. And I'm not going to eat this in front of you either because that would be super degrading, and I'm not going there, even for my love of the internet. But I am going to sniff.
Who was this whole trip for? I'm so confused why he's riding for Putin in Russia. No, this is like 100%. At this point, it's 100% pro-Russian propaganda. I think he's just trying to show America that like the sanctions aren't working, which is true. Like it didn't work. And once again, I'm conflicted because like there's parts of this, like the fundamentals that he is operating off of are very frustrating to me, because he's a right-wing Christian WASP nationalist, right? And he is a product of like wealthy, literally CIA operatives. Like his father worked for the State Department, okay? And then he's turning around, and after spending his entire fucking career shitting on anything and everything that was like remotely socialist, going to a country like Russia and showcasing public transit is disgusting to me. Okay? It's disgusting because you've dedicated your entire professional career in America to make sure that Americans can never get a fucking touch of what he's showcasing. But yeah, why do sanctions not work in Russia but do in MENA? Libyan, by the way. Why do sanctions not work in Russia but they do in MENA? Because they still have the oil and gas for the most part, and they already have those McDonald's there. But also, it doesn't even. What do you mean MENA? Like, what are you talking about? They already have like trade relations. They have a connection to China, like a very solid connection to China. As far as like sanctions, though, I mean, I guess you could make a video like this in Iran. You can make a video like this anywhere. You could literally go to Iran and go to like a McDonald's style burger joint and eat the burgers there and be like, look how fucking wonderful the burgers are. That doesn't mean that like the sanctions don't harm the country, because they of course do. And even same with like I would say that it's okay to say you don't know, Hassan. It's okay. You don't have to shit on RU. Your libs won't stop calling you a Putin shill regardless. Wait, what do you mean? I'm not shitting on Russia. I'm not shitting on Russia at all. I just said I would love to go to Moscow and look at the metro station. I'm saying I'm literally jealous that he gets to do this. I think it's awesome, but that's not because of Russia. Like that is a Stalin era Soviet metro station that he walked into and then showed Soviet propaganda mosaics that show like racial harmony, okay, that promote racial harmony, and then presented it as a good thing. Everything he shits on in America, he's presenting as a good thing because it exists in Russia. It's very frustrating. If anything, it is a demonstration that solid fundamentals when it comes to social safety nets and public transit and things of that nature, like, have staying power. Far after the country has been decimated by vulturous capitalist bankers, you still have the remnants of something that was great, that's still working. It's not Russian propaganda, it's anti-US government propaganda. His entire shtick is explaining that the elites are doing everything they can to erode the standard of living for the white middle class. All the strip was about setting up the premise that even people in shitty Russia have it better than you because of Biden and immigrants, probably. This is fascist rage bait. Yeah, I mean, that's why he's like showcasing the wrong lessons, or he's showcasing the wrong shit. He presented the Kievskaya metro station just because of Kiev in the name of the station. There's a lot of new stations that were opened in these last 2 years.
Sniff it, which will give me some sense of its flavor, and then off camera I'll assess and let you know. And it smells great. It smells great. So look, I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just trying to let you know, with life under sanctions, once Tony Blinken has written your country out of the civilized world, how do you live? Not bad. All right, I'm just finishing my McBreakfast, which was really McLunch, and I gotta say it was McAwesome. It really was, the non-GMO version.
Yeah, dude. Base Vladimir Putin eviscerated GMOs in Russia. This shocks me to my core. Vladimir Putin has instituted a pure carnivorous diet. Yeah, if he went to China, he would have an aneurysm, I think. Actually, he wouldn't, because Russians are white. Or, I mean, Russians are very diverse, obviously, but like I guess it falls under the banner of a white Christian nation for Tucker. But like China is not white, you know what I mean? So it probably would be very easy for him to be like, yeah, this sucks. What's going on? A lot of Chinese everywhere. China is great. The tier 1 cities are wonderful. The metro station works. The problem is too many Chinese. He'll glaze the former Soviet metro not because he believes it's good public transportation, but he can dog whistle that our transit sucks because of full-blown criminals. I bet Tucker going to change his stance on China since Putin told him to glaze them. Maybe. Is Russia not white and Christian? Russia is a massive country. And it is the continuation of the USSR. So there is a shit ton of different ethnicities in Russia. Turkey, in a similar way, is technically very ethnically diverse, but it is homogenized, I guess, under the Turkish banner. But that's how all former empires are. Yeah, here. I mean, that's from until 1979. 81% of the population of Russia by language family, I guess, is Slavic. But that features but that's by language, right? I mean, that doesn't even showcase the actual ethnicity. Do you think the part of Russia that's right next to Japan and Korea might not have some white people in it? Do people think the part of Russia that's right next to Japan and Korea might not have some non-white people? Yeah, people don't know this, but but Alex in Australia, Australian Alex is like, I think from I think his family's like Chinese, but also Russian. There's a lot of dudes that look like him that live in Russia too. Not Alexa, Alex. I did a thing. Yeah, there are Buryats in Buryatia and Irkutsk who are ethnic Mongols. That too. This way you can credit Putin for user metro while blaming Democrats for the New York subway, I guess. I don't know. Bro, look at this. Look at how I don't think people understand how big fucking Russia is and how much territory it spans across and how many different ethnic groups live in said a territory that it spans across. Like, it's a massive country, guys. Yeah, it's like 11 time zones.